Okay, so very quickly, something came into my mind just like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, and I just had to record this. I didn't even wear my shirt because I don't want to lose what I was thinking about. So basically, if you understand this, you understand life, right? It's just one principle, and it's just a principle that this is pretty much all you need to understand. And the understanding is so deep because if you really think about it, and this is a fact, right? Of course, we choose what to believe in life. You don't always have to, listen to people's opinions. Sometimes you can consider an opinion a fact, but a fact is only a fact if you consider it to be a fact, right? So basically, what I clocked about the world as a mirror is it is pretty much what it sounds like. Everything we chase, the way that society has, the direction that society has put us in, this is like the thinking part of society, right? And let's say this is the pattern that society thinks, right? Now, this pattern could be true. No, this pattern, oh my god, fuck. This pattern is not true. That was fucked up, I should have. Oh my god. Anyways, this pattern is not true. At all. This is not true. And basically what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to money, when it comes to self-worth, when it comes to fitting in, when it comes to anything you can possibly think of that the average human strives for, this is really not the way it works. This is not what we should be looking at. Basically, your pattern of thinking is pretty much who you are. There's a reason why people are rich, people are poor, and people are struggling to be rich, but they definitely know that they can't be poor, if that makes sense. And it's pretty much just the whole mentality, right? It's just fundamental because the way life was actually created, this is the way life is fundamentally. You can't bypass this rule. This is pretty much the fundamental of life. Nobody can actually treat you like what you're not. Nobody can treat you like, nobody can avoid treating you the way you want to be treated. Of course, unless they decide not to. Everybody is drawn to one thing, which is unconditional love / authenticity. This is so important because the foundation of everything that is quote unquote true is authenticity, right? The reason that this is so true, this is what everyone is actually drawn to. But the thing is, we allocate authenticity to many things in life. When you see someone with money, we think, oh my god, they worked hard and yeah, they're cool as fuck. Like, look at how much money they have, like, they're valid. But that validity only lies here. Not where the money is. It's not about the paper, bro. It's not about anything. It's the authenticity that everyone strives for. It's for the unconditional love everyone strives for. Unconditional love is deeper, but then this is pretty much a surface understanding or a surface representation of unconditional love. Basically, authenticity is what is pretty much almost the foundation of everything. It's what makes people think this is true or this is true, Authenticity is what makes you who you are. What you believe is who you are. Who you decide to be is who you are. There's a reason why, very important example, there's a reason why no matter how much money you give to the poor, they never ever, the percentage keeps on increasing. Or the poor people never actually get their problems solved. And of course, you would hear from many people saying, hey, the only reason that happens is because poor people don't know how to make money, or which is true, Poor people don't actually know how to make money. They just get the money and it goes. That is true, but that's not the fundamental understanding. What I'm about to explain is the fundamental understanding of why, of any reason you could give as to why giving hundreds of millions of dollars to poor people in a society or a country or economy doesn't change their situation. It's because of their self-perception and the way they view the world. They view the world as if they are poor, right? So what they do is they put money as a controlling factor of their lives. And when they put money as a controlling factor of their lives, it stays that way. You can't give value to something that you don't want to be valuable, if that makes sense. Nobody can assign any certain value to, like any particular value to you. It's pretty much a matrix we live in that kind of puts certain realities in certain sports, right? It's like I like to use example of ugliness. All right, I mean ugliness is it's a weird word, but okay, look at how some people can consider someone ugly and someone fine. If you really think about it, it's not the appearance, it's the energy behind that physical appearance, which is the authenticity. The way they view themselves, the way they carry themselves is what makes them fine. And that's what the authenticity is about. Someone who is fine, who doesn't know they're fine, may treat themselves like they are worth nothing and they will be considered ugly. And because of that conviction they have in who they are, which is the authenticity, they are treated ugly. So that's just another example. Basically, the money isn't the value, it's you. The value is you, and it's what you place value on that depicts your reality. If you look at people, we always hear these stories of like women going for broke dudes, or oh my god, I provided for her, da 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 da, but she's obsessed with this guy that is literally broke and literally living in his car. Like, bro, this shit exists. Like, we all know this definitely exists. We've seen and heard stories. It's either some guy that fucking doesn't have a job, living in his car, and some woman with a whole ass job with enough money to take care of herself and a family is cheating on her man with this guy, and she's so obsessed with this guy and that is so broke and homeless. And it's like, bro, how the fuck, like, why are women like this? And we start blaming the women, but anyways, that's not the topic of discussion today, right? The point is, it's not about the money, it's about the value. There's something about that broke nigga in the car that she wants. She doesn't know what it is, but she's just so attracted to him. Like, she places that his value over the guy that he's in the house with, that has enough money too. It's just, what you're striving for isn't the money, it's the authenticity, right? There's multiple stories of girls finding rich men, but then you notice they find a rich man and they're like, finally, someone who is, my type, whatever the fuck. But then if you really think about it, it's like, after a while, they start complaining like, bro, I'm done with this shit. Like, all because he's rich doesn't mean it's this, da 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 da. We've heard so many stories, and the reason she said that is because it wasn't the money, it was the emotion that she was looking for. And that emotion that governs everything is the authenticity. So we're drawn to unconditional love. This controls this. Authenticity can also control fucking lack. Okay, let's say lack. People aren't drawn to this. People are drawn to this, but this is the foundation. When you're authentic, you control everything. When you're authentic, you realize that it's not the money that makes you valuable, it's you that makes the money valuable. Because there's a reason why when you actually realize, hey, I have so much money, I can literally buy what I want. That's when you don't give two fucks about buying what you want. You don't give a fuck about buying designer stuff, because now you have the money and it's like, oh, so there was no value all along, because now I have it, so fuck it. And now you look for more things to chase in life, realizing that you're wasting your time. And what you're truly looking for is that essence of that essence of just having everything, or just being considered authentic or cool. Being cool is being authentic, let's be honest. There's a reason why villains in movies are considered. Some villains in movies are so attractive to people. Like, why the fuck is the villain actually better than the protagonist? Like, you know, bro, it's because of this. This is really the foundation. It's not the money, it's not the girls, it's not the cars, it's not the designer stuff, it's not anything that you really want in life. It's not that, it's the authenticity you look for. Because when you have it, you realize you don't care anymore. Because now you realize that, oh, I have it, so now what? Then you realize that, oh shit, I don't have this. Then you go chasing something else. Like, it was never the thing you're looking for, it was this. And by nature, we're authentic. So, in summary, I'm going to conclude this. I don't want to take too much time. This has made us feel like we don't have this. The society, the the way society has been, has gone, like the way from generations, thousands of years, it has been molded in such a way to make people suffer, and the people at the top are gaining from our lack of knowledge. This is where God truly lies. And there's a way you can understand it where you realize that even in the Bible, when it says that the world is going a certain way, and then God had to wash the world with water, fucking, Noah's, story and everything, you realize that this is what we were losing, and this is what we were gaining. And this is why we keep chasing things and we don't get them. When you have this, everything comes to you. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I have to talk fast, because if I don't talk fast, it's going to leave my head. So yeah, because I had to hold this info in my head for like 20 minutes, looking for this and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Yeah, so take a moment, I don't know, rewatch it, understand it. But this is very important. The more you stay on this idea, the world is a mirror, you understand all this, you start extrapolating it to all of this info, because the world is a mirror. That's why people get treated differently. Not like the example I gave, not every broke nigga in a car is getting treated like, the main by the girl with her husband. Some broke niggas are spat upon, but some other broke niggas aren't. There's a reason why. But anyways, it's so deep. If you want me to extrapolate this and genuinely take my time to give examples, then yeah, you can comment, let me know. I'll do it for sure. Yeah.